Scorpio, and welcome to your February 2015 Tarot Intuitive reading with me. I hope that wherever you are around the world you have had a wonderful and healthy, prosperous start to 2015. So for this reading we're going to use 4 cards, and then we'll use a 5th card for the overall energy of the month. Each card will represent a week of the month. So let's see where we're headed, see what pops up for you. Okay, Death, the 8 of Wands, Judgment, the 10 of Pentacles, and the World card. Well, this is interesting because these cards are turning up a lot in the readings. I think February for some reason is a really potent month for a lot of people. And you've actually got 3 major arcana cards, 1 wand and 1 pentacles. So let's start with, it takes a bit of interpreting this one up here, which is an overall general feel for the month. I'm just going to tilt the camera up. Okay. The world indicates to us often endings and beginnings, and so does death, endings and beginnings, and so does judgment, endings and beginnings. You've got a pretty big month coming up, Scorpio. I think you're going to feel February with quite a lot of intensity. It's a card of endings and beginnings, as I say, very much like this, and in fact death should be called death rebirth, because a lot of people don't like the look of the death card. They get a bit lost in seeing this character on the horse, and they forget about the new emerging light and channeling of this new pathway as we move forward. But coming back to the world, it's such a big card with a big meaning, so that's why I think too February is going to have a lot of stuff going on for you guys. It can literally mean travel, and big travel, so travelling quite some distances. It can mean about new people coming into your life. It can be about Scorpios, Aquarius, Leo, or it could be about some of those people who are already in your life, and about changes in directions that might be coming with those people. It's usually a time of saying that when the World card comes, there's this cycle of completion. There's a feeling of change coming at many levels, and it's the same as that, and this one here. So those are the biggest messages I'm getting. We'll just keep working to and fro each card as the messages come. So beginning of February, first week. Maybe a sudden or something that makes you change direction. You're either going to go, damn it, I've had enough of this, I'm going to not tolerate that anymore, and I'm making the changes. Or the changes will be brought about by a set of circumstances that you have to follow them. They usually lead us up to seeing new light, new pathway, new understanding, new growth. And to be honest, Scorpio, this is your karmic sign. It's what you're about, death and rebirth. You go through so much of it in your life. So you're kind of innately connected to it anyhow. We move to the second card, the 8 of Wands. And often it's about quick surging, fast moving, newness coming in. So new creativity especially. It can be if you've applied for a job, you could be hearing about new job opportunities. Health-wise, it's generally quite prosperous. It says things are on the up, and that your health should be getting better. Finances can be getting better. New people can be coming into your life. It can indicate, sometimes it can indicate changing house quite suddenly and quickly. It can indicate a fertile time too, so pregnancies might be a part of the picture if that's what you're looking for, and if you're not, to be careful. It can indicate that there are a lot of things going on in the background, some of which make it confusing, so some of the messages can get caught up on their way, get a bit jumbled. So there can be a period of expecting these issues or notifications or people to come into your life, and they might be on their way, but they get, as I say, caught up. So expect unexpected delays as well as things coming in fast. It's almost like a double message there. When we come to the Judgment card, again, it's a major arcana. It sits pretty much on top of this, the World card. So we see this as being about judging and judging others and judging yourself. So you might be looking at something in your life and you're thinking, oh, is it going the right way? Is everything coming together the way it should? It can be a time for having discussions, especially with other parties in relationships, if that could be your romantic partner as well, about seeing that everybody's needs are met, not just your own, but others as well. And it can be a time about being diplomatic and thinking before you say things too much. It's a time of inspiration, spiritual inspiration. It is a card of spirituality. So you may feel connected to something or someone at a deep level, and that could come in quite strongly. It can be an indicator to say that you know, when you go through change such as this and you're looking for your new pathway that these often represent, that what you choose this time can be gained because of what you've learnt, or a lesson that you've learnt, or things that you can call upon, such as your wisdom and your previous situations you've been through. So quite often the Judgment card is a message along those lines to say that you'll be able to call upon something that you've been through that will help you to format a new way forward. If we think about it, it also can be indicative of meeting someone who you could spend a long time with. So a new potential partner that could come in, that could be that connection person for you, because we've got a lot of these new major arcana cards in here about endings and new and beginnings. Now we move on to the last week, the 10 of Pentacles. It's a happy, prosperous card. If we talk about money, well, you can't get any more than the 10 Pentacles. So it's usually a sign of finances running smoothly. You may get a little bit of extra money coming in. You may get a job promotion. You may see some sort of little windfall coming your way, one way or another. And it can, who knows, it could be through family or anything. It's often the sign of happy gatherings too, so there could be a gathering or a function at the end of February that might be quite nice, and sometimes it involves family. It's the card of kind of success and feeling contented, even though 10, interestingly enough, is also classically known as ending. It's just cyclical really, these endings and beginnings in your reading. It's just really, if you think about it, nothing can remain stagnant in life. If it did, we wouldn't be alive. It's that simple. Life, by its every moment, is about change. It's about the fact that the last second has gone and can never be here again. So every second life is changing. If you look at it like that, it feels like a month of change for you in February. And I think if we just have anything else to say about the 10 of Pentacles, it's just a generally positive omen card, and it talks about your health generally being pretty good. If you're in a committed relationship, it may jump to the next level. If your finances should be coming in smoothly, you may get a pay rise. It's just a generally great card with positive energy, so that's a good way to end February for you. Now we'll move into the next part of the reading. I have here these unicorn cards. They're rather beautiful. So what you're going to do now is think of a question that you'd like answered, and I'll shuffle the deck, and whatever card comes out, you and I will interpret. You will interpret it from your end, and I will give a general meaning for the card as well. this deck actually has the capacity to have a yes and no answer. So we'll see what card comes out for you, Scorpio. So if you've got your question now, let's just focus on it and see what comes out. Love from your parents. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. This is quite strange. I've just done a reading and almost the same cards have come out both times. So must be really strong messages around today. I don't know what your question is, and if your parents are still with you in this realm, there's a possibility that they could be helpful in helping to solve this issue. Have you talked to them about it? Have you approached them? They could have either knowledge that they could help you with, they could have emotional support or even financial support. Parents really, for the best part, for most parents, love their children so much. They're your biggest supporters in life, to be honest. And often we forget that, especially as we grow older and turn into adults, but your parents do want the very best for you. So that might be worthwhile for your answer to get some help from your parents one way or another. Now, if your parents have passed on and they're not on this earth plane anymore, this can be a message from Spirit saying that they are still watching you and that they're never far and they still offer support and love at all times. And often they can send people to you at the right time in your life who might be helpful in one way or another. So keep your eyes out for synchronistic meetings of people or events or information that pops into your head, because it might be from them. So there you are, Scorpio. Big month coming by the looks of it. Lots of lovely growth, learning and moving. So I wish you the very best for February, and thank you for watching. And I wish you all much aroha kia kaha.